Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you this evening to the graduation ceremony for the military graduates of the class of 2020. We ask that you silence your cell phones at this time, and for those of you that are old school, silence your pagers. If you wouldn't mind staying in your seats throughout this evening's ceremony. And friends and family, please enjoy yourself as you get to witness a truly special evening tonight. Our students want to thank you in advance for your cooperation. And at this time, we are excited to announce and please welcome the military graduates of the class of 2020.
United States Air Force. United States Navy. United States Marine. The United States Army.
At this time, would everyone please stand as we honor our seniors by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is located over here. Together now, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Welcome to Martinsville and the Martinsville High School graduation ceremony for our military graduates, the class of 2020. This evening I present to you 7 young adults who have completed the rigorous requirements for graduation set forth by the Metropolitan School District of Martinsville and the state of Indiana. And to you, Dr. Arthur, Superintendent of Schools, I present to you the class of 2020, and I recommend that they receive their diplomas this evening. Thank you.
Mr. Burgess, thank you very much. I'm Dr. Arthur, Superintendent of Schools for the MSD of Martinsville, and I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. We are certainly here in interesting circumstances, as we're all aware, and I appreciate everyone coming together and the opportunity to stand in front of you at one of the most important jobs of a superintendent, which is recognizing our graduates, particularly those graduates that have been with us for 12, 13 years. And so before we get started and before I kind of get into some of the things I want to talk about today, I just want to take just a second, if our graduates could stand for just a moment, and if you could turn to your families and board, if you could stand, if we could please give your families a round of applause for all the hard work they put in to support you. Thank you very much. Everyone may be seated. So you all know, new superintendent, right? Everyone's been very patient with me this year. I appreciate, again, everyone being here tonight, and I just want to say a very quick few words of wisdom and tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to be able to stand here in front of you. There's something very special about standing in front of a group of kids who are headed in a direction that will ultimately change our country. And potentially in a time that we're living in which things seem a little bit confusing, right? Things are just not what we're used to. As I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about tonight, I've heard from a number of graduates, we were born about the time 9/11 occurred. Many of you maybe were born in that particular month even. Keeping in mind, in hearing stories from people that you look up to, your grandparents, your parents, and them talking about those sorts of situations, just as I did when I was a kid hearing about situations that occurred way before I was born, you now have a story to tell. You're part of history today. This ceremony, which is very different than any other kind of ceremony that we've ever experienced in terms of high school graduations, this is your opportunity to have something that's very unique, and we're excited that we actually got to be able to all be together tonight to honor you. So right off the bat, I want to say thank you for your willingness to go into the service. Thank you for your willingness to be a part of Martinsville High School for your entire career and to graduate from here. I hope that when you return to to Martinsville High School a few years from now or 6 months from now when you're visiting or whenever that might be, that you'll come back to Martinsville High School for a football game, a basketball game. You see me standing around, tap me on the shoulder, and let me know how your experience has been going with your military enlistment. Again, we're very proud of you for that, and we're proud of you for making that decision and supporting our country, because without you in these roles and all of the other people who've been before you who have agreed to become enlisted, we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have, and we wouldn't be able to do the things that we are today. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, graduates. A couple things, I didn't plan this purposely, knowing that what was going to sort of occur this year, but our theme has been calm is contagious, and so is greatness. And so I would encourage you, as you go off to the military, that you remember that and keep using that same phrase. It has paid dividends this year by accident, and all the different decisions that we've had to make as educators and all these fine people behind me who've had to help make decisions about what our next steps are going to be in terms of bringing things back together and having normalcy. But again, this is one of those steps, and so I'm excited that you get to be really the first group of your class to be a part of something that is a little bit more normal, right? Again, I want to say thank you to all of our parents and families. You are the solid ground beneath all the graduates that are here in the front row, and so I want to thank all of you for all that you've done to raise a fine group of kids. I've gotten to know certainly not every student this year, but a large number of our high school graduating seniors, and they're a pretty cool class. And I think what's key is the resilience that they've built over their time at Martinsville High School, and Martinsville schools in general is awesome, but particularly this year. We really have had a lot of leaders and what ended up being a very short year. And so that's exciting to me that we're turning out kids, we're turning out young adults into the world who I think are probably one of the most resilient classes that Martinsville High School has had in a number of decades. So it's something to be very proud of. Finally, I just want to say that, again, been an interesting time, and we, ideally, we would have loved to have all been in our graduation gowns and get up. It's not here yet because of the pandemic. We yesterday were up till, I believe, the midnight hour. We're still getting stickers for your diplomas. There's just lots of things that are sort of strange. But again, the awesome thing is that people pulled together and were able to get things together because we want to honor you. And I just want to say to you as a parting comment, the one thing I didn't get were fireworks. So no fireworks. We don't get to do that in here. But I want you to know that even without fireworks, I very much appreciate you and appreciate the leadership that you've brought to Martinsville High School. So again, congratulations, and we're excited for you to be graduates of Martinsville High School. And don't be a stranger. That's what I would ask of you when you have the opportunity to come back. So thank you. At this time, I'm going to ask Mrs. Barr, President, to step up.
Normally, I would ask that you hold your applause until after all names are read aloud, but we are going to break from tradition this evening. I would like the families of the graduates to stand when you see your graduate come onto the stage. We are asking our families to stand so we can also acknowledge you as a military family. Once your graduate's name is called, we welcome you to briefly celebrate aloud. My only request is that once you have been seated, to please stay quiet so other families may have the same opportunity. Now for our graduates. Jalen Arthur. John Wesley Badger the 16th. William Carter Jr. Abigail Elizabeth Davis. Dante DeStefano. Suzanne F.R. Hopkins. Jackson Ray Klusner. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and give a round of applause for the class of 2020.
Good evening. I can't talk with this thing on. Sorry, it'll just be off for this part of this. Tonight, we are here to celebrate a few special seniors. These seniors have chosen a different path, not the traditional path, but a path of service. They will give of themselves to protect their fellow seniors as well as the rest of the nation as they go forward. Their choice is a selfless one, putting the safety of others above their own. I am proud to say I know many of these kids. As I was practicing this at home, you were not all staring at me. But again, it deserves to be said. I am proud to say I know many of these kids. I come from a military family, so I know how hard it will be for parents to say goodbye. But I also know how proud they are of you. Seniors, be gentle with them because they don't see an adult going away. They see their child, the one who was just playing with dolls or playing Little League baseball, going away. They know Mom and Dad won't be there to help. Do know this, they love you and will be praying for your protection. So tonight, as we celebrate your graduation from Martinsville High School, know that we are proud that you represent our school and our community. Please remember that no matter where you go, you will always be Artesians. Congratulations on your graduation. Thank you for your service, and God bless you all. If the class of 2020 will please stand. As president of the school board, it gives me great honor to now congratulate the class of 2020 by taking your tassel and moving it from the right to the left as graduates of Martinsville High School. Congratulations.